Well, what's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews. iPhone 15 Pro Max in hand, and today we're going to be talking about adding games or playing emulated games on your iPhone via the Delta app. So let's talk. All right, so first things first, we are going to get this set up. I got my trusty sub case multi-angle stand right here. We're gonna pop that right there. And you see, we already got the app open, but if you don't know how to download the app, that's okay. We're gonna come in here, go to the App Store. In the App Store, you're just gonna type in Delta Game Emulator, and it brings you right to the Delta Gaming application. Once you open it, it's gonna be blank for you. I already have games in here. So mine already is set up, but I'm going to show you how to do this, of course. Now with the iPhone 15s, you will have access to USB Type-C. So I got my games on this T9 SSD right here. We're going to actually get that plugged in. Once we got it plugged in, it is ready to go. Now, if you have anything less than an iPhone 15, 14, or 13, you're going to want to airdrop those files directly to your folder on your iPhone. So you got to airdrop everything over. If you do have anything less than a 15, if you got a 15, you can just directly send it via an SSD. So here we go. Now, as you can see, we do have a few categories. We got SNES, we got N64, Game Boy Advance, DS, NES, SNES, back around. Okay, so we only have one N64 game in there. But thankfully, if you hit add and you go to files, we will come over here and we're in the T9. We will find the folder that actually says N64. Once it opens up, you'll see all the games that are available. Let's just say we want to put Airborder. What else? Biofreaks, Blues Brothers. What is not Castlevania? Let's see. No Conquer. What we got? Clay Fighter, Cruising USA, Cruising Exotica. I love cruising games. And Diddy Kong Racing. We'll just go ahead and drop those in for right now. Once you hit open, there you go. Those games will populate. Now they are able to play once you have them in here. Let's just make sure that they will work the right way. But before we do that, we actually got to get our controller set up. So you can use PlayStation or Xbox controller. My controller of choice today is going to be the 8BitDo arcade stick, just because it's available. I already have it synced via Bluetooth to my iPhone. All we got to do now is turn it on and wait for it to connect. And once it's in gaming mode, it lets us know that we are connected. Next thing I want to do is go in here into the settings. Now, up in the top left-hand corner, there is a gear. If you press that gear, it pulls up your settings. Now, a lot of people had questions about the whole settings and all this good stuff, being able to go back to the menu without closing the whole app out. So on the 8-bit sticks, on the PS5 controllers, PlayStation controllers, on the Xbox controllers, you cannot customize the actual controller itself. No matter what somebody told you or what you said you did, you cannot customize the actual controller's buttons to the controller. Just keep that in mind. However, if you come back out, it's going to allow you to choose whether you want to use the touch screen on your device or whether you want to use the controller that you have connected. So right now I want to use the controller I have connected. I will go back out to the games and I want to play Cruising USA. Once I open up Cruising USA, it will actually just start playing. It gives you all this information. It's going to say if this is okay. I'm going to press the start button. I press the start button and then it should start up. Now we want to make sure we got a little bit of volume. So volume is working. This is what you're going to get. Now you will get a slightly larger display if you toggle your screen to turn into that landscape mode, you get a slightly larger display. We are going to press start for everything. And like I said, we got sound, we got the game, and we got the controller working. So we'll be able to use all of this. We're gonna go automatic today. We'll choose our car. Okay. And this is pretty much it. So like I said, you're not gonna have to use this big bulky controller. You'll have PlayStation controllers, and we gotta figure out how to make the car go. Okay, that's the vision. Okay, there we go. We can change the view, and let's brake. Okay. So handles are, you know, we used to play this with an actual steering wheel. So playing it with a joystick is a lot different. But I think you get the gist of where we're going with this. That is how you're gonna upload a game, set up your controller, and play a game. Now, to get us back to our main menu, on some of these controllers, like our Xbox controller, if you push the X button, it takes you back to the menu. So I just gotta figure out which button is going to act as that X button on here. I'm pressing select, that's start. Let's see. There we go. So this blue button actually gave me this menu. If you want to go back to the main menu, you can actually swap games now without changing. So I'm assuming, I haven't used it with the PlayStation controller yet, but I'm assuming if I press the PS button, it will allow me to do that. I know for a fact on Xbox, if you press the X button, the Xbox button that you turn it on with and pair it with, it allows you to do so. Going back to the home screen is a big advantage without having to shut everything down. One more thing, we'll just try NES game since we already have it uploaded. And there we go. All right, so choose our player. And we gotta just figure out which buttons work. Now, like I said, on iPad, this can be connected to your screen, but you're not gonna get a full screen display on your iPad. Since this application is set up and optimized for the iPhone, you're not gonna get a full screen. Once again, let's head back to that home. And this does not control anything on the home screen, so you still have to touch. But let's just let's come out of here and let's do this. We are going to set up the touch screen. So what I want to show you is I'm going to disconnect this for right now, and I'm going to say, hey, we want to use the screen now. Once you go into the screen, you get a different view. So this is the Nintendo DS. Now you can actually go to the, I want to say it's the Melon DS website, and you can actually get different skins for this. And different skins are right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this skin. Okay. And I'm going to click on Pokemon. And Pokemon actually works better if you hold it this way and you use it in this mode. But just like so. There we go. And once again, it's harder to use these buttons because you don't get any feedback, but the haptics do work. So you can feel it vibrate as you touch it. And you can see that it is working. And if you want to go home, this is your menu button down here. It takes you back to your main screen. So hopefully that's been able to help someone out. Once again, I can't really tell you where to get these ROMs from. They are all over those. So just, you got to find them I actually bought a system that had like 1400 ROMs on it a long time ago, and I still have those cards, so I was able to access all these games and put them directly on here. All right, so there we go. Once again, this is going to work with some of the third party, the 8-bit DO controllers. It's going to work with your PlayStation controllers as well as your Xbox controllers. And for iPhone 15, you're going to be able to plug SSD directly up to this device and download your games on here and be able to enjoy them on the go. So hopefully this has been able to help someone out. If you got any more questions, please feel free to drop them below. I'll try to answer what I can. Until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.